Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. Alright, so for this quest, we're going to be taking on a quest here in the marketplace. This one is called the Gladewatch Outpost Defense. It is bestowed by Logan de Deneth, who is just north in the market here, near the House Deneath entrance. Alright. Now, this quest can be a little bit annoying, as there is a little bit of a mechanic in here, which is you gotta protect the guy. He cannot die. If he dies, you fail the quest. Or she, rather. So if Commander Tessara dies, you lose. Now there is a trick to this, which is once she's done her speech here, you can actually talk with her and get her to follow you, which is exactly what we will be doing. And then what you can do is you can actually drag her all the way out to the outside of this wall here, into this corner, and she will actually be far enough away from combat that she won't no longer try to run up and enter the combat. This will keep her safe, out of deal, and then all we got to do is sit back and fend off the attacking horde. So it's very similar to Kobold's Assault in that aspect, but rather than having to kill 200 kobolds, we have other enemies in here. So the most annoying thing, and usually what I do before I buff, is I run up and I talk to her and pull the lever. So she's getting ready there, as you see, defeat the ogre, and they must survive. So we're going to pull the lever, we could talk to them, and have them follow us here. So we're going to have them follow us all the way out here, and all the way back into this corner, and then I'll have them hold the position. This will force them to stay way over there, because as you can see, we do get a lot of enemies coming in here, and without a full party, sometimes this can be very difficult to, hold them off and make sure, because they can come up through the side pass. And especially if you're doing this on, the Reaper difficulty, then, that can be a little dangerous. One good shot from a Reaper, and that's all it would take to kill her. But as you can see, well, this build here that I'm playing as, with all the past lives, it does make it quite a bit easier, allowing us to essentially stand here as like the sentry turret. But we are still getting those enemies behind us here. So if you have two people, so see, we're still getting these infiltrators here. They're coming up actually through the side path right there. Which is actually the main reason that I use the turret, is to just deal with the ones coming up behind me. yeah, as you can see, real simple quest. The whole entire thing lasts about 5 to 10 minutes. I do believe. And it just has you holding them back. Like I said, not too big, especially once you've already gone and gotten the commander out of the way. And yeah, there's not much to say about this one. It's fairly straightforward. The ogre himself was going to come from the back there. So that is one thing I wish about this quest, is that it didn't take so long. Especially, like, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I wish it would be able to change the rate at which they spawn in. Because for a newer character, this is actually a fairly difficult quest. Once you've gotten yourself established, and you know, you've got a fairly good character, which you don't necessarily need past lives for. All they do is they help augment your character to make it stronger. Doesn't mean that it can't be strong right out of the gate, but when you have those stronger characters, this quest, as you can see, you know, it becomes like tedious to complete. You know, I pulled the trigger once, and we're killing pretty much every enemy. Even in almost the Reapers there, most of the champions are going down in one hit. So, like, quests like this, and there are some other quests that it would be nice if they spawn faster. Cobalt Assault. Pretty much anyone where you're in the arena style, like this. That it would be nice if you could speed it up. About the only thing I really love from these types of quests is the amount of remnants that you can earn. Because with all the champions and everything like that, I really do feel like just like a sentry bot. Oh man. But yeah, a lot of great things coming up in DDO. At the time of this video, I don't know when you're watching it, it might already be out, of course. But they're looking to bring out the Feywild as an expansion there. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what they're doing with them. Don't really know too much myself about it. I know they've released a little bit of information, still keeping, of course, a lot of it very hush-hush. Which, you know what, in the end, I appreciate. I'm sure there's, what they usually do is they'll bring out Lamania, and they'll allow you to, you know, preview some of this content. Now, I don't know if this one's going to fall under an update or as an expansion. I've heard that it's going to be an expansion from several people, but generally with it being an expansion at this, they usually do pre-sales. So if they might, you know, of course they might be doing something a little bit different this year. So they might not actually be touching on the pre-sales. They might just wait until the content is completed and then just release it as a whole. Again, you know, I don't have that information. But it'll be really interesting. I'm actually really excited to run that content there and see exactly what's up with it. I know I'll be doing some videos of it, and hopefully I'm, you know, higher level at that point, which, you know, either I could be running it in epics, or I would be able to I would be high enough level to be able to run the quests themselves. That way I can just right away, as soon as that content is out, be doing those videos for you. That way I can bring you a, like, what I would end up doing is I would run it once or twice myself before giving you a video. That way I can provide you with all the information there. Unless watching me go through on a first time is something you want to watch. But generally my first times through, I spend a lot more time in the quest than required. Looking at, you know, everything from just the wilderness scenery, looking for screenshots for myself. I do actually have like an entire folder with like 300 screenshots that I've taken within DDO that, yeah, I just absolutely love. Oh, and here's our ogre leaders. So yeah, all in all, 15 minutes for this quest, though it does seem a little bit longer just due to the fact that really wasn't much to do. Just stand at the gate and kill. We'd killed a total of 340 enemies. And once you're done, you can come back into the main little fort, grab your loot, and that's that. So as you see, we got about what do we get out of that? 9,500, so almost 10,000 experience. But, I mean, that's up to you. The XP for me, personally, isn't really worth it, and I tend to skip this quest every time I do it, just because it feels so boring and so monotonous that for me it's just not worth the time to complete. Even though really it took 16 minutes, which isn't that long for 10,000 experience. I mean, there definitely are faster quests that you can do to get that kind of experience at this level. Um, and another unique thing, when you recall out of this quest, it does put you back here in the harbor. Um, and that is partially because I believe when this quest first came out, the guy where we're standing right next to, that's where that quest originally was. So it wasn't ever queued to then release him into the marketplace. So if you want to turn in, you do need to run back to the market, back up to the northern section near House Beneath, which we're just going to hop on the horse here, and turn in there. The rewards for this quest are just standard rewards, just random loot, possibly guild renown, which if there is, I will definitely be taking the guild renown there. Alright, well anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Okay, have a good one all.